Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to go over how I managed to pretty much flip my trading account in like 4 trades. And I made like 80%, 75%, something like that of my trading account. I was using market Cipher for these trades. So, if you don't have it, it is a bit of an investment. But, I'm just here to share my analysis. So we've got our daily momentum wave yesterday. When I was looking at the charts, we had a bigger daily momentum wave, meaning that we were definitely going to go lower. We had RSIs clearly going down, and we had money flow going down as well. So that meant we have clearly a bearish bias. On the 4-hour time frame, we already had red money flow, and we had a trigger wave right there. So that means I was expecting price to just go down like that. And when I took the trade on the 15-minute, especially after this huge move down, all I had to do was just look for a trigger wave and to enter into a move going down. It was that straightforward. So I entered about there for my first trade, where I made a third of the account. And I ended up entering here. We were ranging for quite a bit, for like a good hour and 45 minutes. And then the next 15 minutes, we just completely dumped. Okay, now initially, I had my take profit just about here, but I don't usually, place the actual take profit there so it gets filled. I let it run and see based off of what market Cipher is doing before I close the trade. And in this case, price just absolutely dumped all the way down here. And this is exactly where I got out. I got lucky because after that, price completely went in the opposite direction. So that was the first trade. And for the second trade, where I made 10% of the account, I seen that on the 15-minute, we were creating a bigger wave to the upside. On the 30-minute, we had that exact same thing happening, meaning that we were going to go up higher. Okay. So, and another thing that I looked at was the fact that money flow was crossing. So when I took the trade, which was just about there, we had money flow clearly increasing. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to continue the money flow going up. And on the 5-minute time frame, what can we see here? We can see that price created a trigger wave. Right there, we were in red money flow. I want to take this red money flow to go into green. And this is where I've entered right there. And ended up closing it out at like 0.9%, around there. Of course, my take profit initially was that high up here, but I let it run a little bit more, and we managed to capitalize on a little bit more profit, another 0.18%. And for the loss that I ended up getting after this was on Ethereum, and the loss was exact same idea. I had the bigger waves happening on the 30-minute, not on the 30-minute, sorry, 15-minute. We had a big wave being created right here. We had a very thick money flow to the upside. We had green RSIs, but right about here when I took it, we had red RSIs. So that meant we were probably going to go lower, but it's just one indicator. But the fact that we had green money, very thick green money here, was my indication that we were going to go up higher. So I ended up catching the exact same setup that I did on Solana, but this one ended up as a loss. So I ended up entering right on this trigger wave, right here, but we ended up getting a trigger wave against me, and price created a bigger wave down, meaning that we were going to go lower. So I ended up just closing the trade out for a 0.3% loss, which is this one right here. And as for the last trade, since these trades were more of a pullback trade, the last one was something that I was very confident with because it was aligned with the higher time frame. So I knew that this trade was going to be a big one. Okay. Now, coming into today, I didn't know it was going to be this big. Okay. A 10% move. I didn't expect that, but I knew that it was going to be a big move just because we had a trigger wave and we were crossing into red money on the 1-hour time frame. So the trade was right on this candle. So if we take a look at money flow, we can see that we had a very nice green to red money flow, and just as we're going into red money flow, we've got a trigger wave, meaning that we're expecting price to go down, right? We're expecting trigger wave and absolutely dump go down. So I ended up entering just about here, and my target was just above. Let me just quickly check the exact number. 187.65. 187.65, and I entered 193.90. Wait, yeah. 193.90. 193.90. So my entry was there. So I managed to catch a 3.22% move, which is insane. Okay. And that was it. There was a few other setups that came after, but I was not on the charts anymore, so I didn't catch anything else. But just from these setups alone, just being patient, waiting for the setups to come to you, and all of them just straight up hit take profit, and I managed to make like 75-80% of the account. So yeah, if you do want to trade with Market Cipher, I'll link them below, but it is expensive. All right, so it is purely up to you. And if you want to learn trading or just be part of a community, then I'll leave a link to my Discord in the comments, and I'll catch you guys. Actually, if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you in the next one.